Why Toastmasters? Let me begin with how Toastmasters came about. Good afternoon, Madam Toastmaster, my fellow Toastmasters, and my honorable guests. Toastmasters started with a 4-letter word. Can anyone dare to guess what's the word?
Toast.
Is that 4? Okay, before your imaginations all run wild, the 4-letter word is HELP, H-E-L-P, by Ralph C. Smedley, who was working as education director in YMCA, and he felt that the young men there needed training in speech. And so that's why in 1903 he came up with this club where he rotated duties among the members and everyone got a chance to speak and to preside. Small topics were evaluated by Ralph and other older men, and the boys were allowed to join in and learn more. And the club performed its intended purpose as leadership and speech improved in other areas with which they were concerned. Then in 1924, he started an official club in Santa Ana YMCA, and this Toastmasters idea spread among many people in big cities in the whole of the country and also in other parts of the world. And the representatives of these clubs got together and formed Toastmasters International. Smedley found himself overwhelmed and overloaded with a lot of letters and inquiries, so he came up with the manual of instructions and 10 lessons in public speaking, which he copyrighted and trademarked the name Toastmasters Club. Later on in 1930s, Toastmaster International was incorporated as a non-profit corporation. In 1990, after outgrowing its original headquarters located in Santa Ana, Toastmasters International moved its headquarters to Rancho Santa Margarita, California. And as of now, can anyone guess how many members we have? Over 270,000 members, 13,000 clubs, over 116 countries. So why join Toastmasters? Nothing happens without communication. It takes interaction between people to create a product. It takes collaboration to market it. It takes teamwork to implement a strategy. It takes exchange of words, both written and spoken, to oil and run the business machinery. And should this machine break down, which it often does, what happens? There's loss of money, hard dollars. So poor communication results in loss of money, loss of business, loss of people. Poor communication costs businesses millions of dollars. And these are all hidden costs. We don't see it appearing in your balance sheet, showing up as loss of productivity due to poor presentation skills, loss of productivity due to poor leadership skills. So many of you must have seen the famous Tire and Tree cartoon. Apparently it has been in circulation since the mid-60s, and which exemplifies poor communication. Now look here at the tree and the tire. This is what the user actually wanted. And by the time he took it to the project sponsor, this is what he perceived because of communication. And this is what the project request specified. Now look at the difference. And this is how the senior analyst understood it. And this is what the programmers produced. And this is what was actually installed. So you see the dangers of communication. It says poor communication. There's loss of people, loss of business, loss of time. So imagine we are in a critical condition. And what about our homes? You know, they say with good communication, you can stop a divorce from happening. Which reminds me of a joke. a judge. He is interviewing a woman who was having a pending divorce, and he asked her, "Lady, on what grounds is your divorce, and what grounds for your divorce?" And she says, "Grounds? Oh, I have a property of 4 acres." And then he says, "No, I mean, what are your relations like?" "Oh, relations? They are nosy." And then he says, "Oh my goodness, do you have a grudge?" And then she says, "Grudge? 2 carport? But I don't need it." And then he says, "Please, madam, is there any infidelity?" And she says, "Oh, infidelity? My son has 2 stereos, and I don't like music." And then he says, "Oh man, does your husband beat you up?" "Every day. He wakes up earlier than me." So, and then he's so frustrated, and he says, "Madam, why do you need that divorce?" And she says, "Divorce? I don't need the divorce. It's him who needs it. He says he can't communicate with me anymore." So you see, the purpose of our club is mentioned in the club statement itself. It says over here, every individual member has the opportunity to develop oral communication and leadership skills, which will foster self-confidence and personal growth. So who doesn't want that? You see, so that's the reason why you can join up here, and you are, once you make Toastmasters as taskmaster, you're not going to enjoy it, but you have to enjoy what you're doing, to have fun and make this happen, and you will be surprised. Before you know it, you will open up to a world of new possibilities, better work presentations, leading meetings and participating in them more confidently, speaking more smoothly, off the cuff, even handling one-on-one interactions with family, friends and co-workers. So what are you waiting for?